what we're going to learn is the basic chest deflection. In Japanese, this is called sometimes kake uke, or I call it hiki uke. Hiki is to pull back, kake is a kind of hook. It doesn't matter what you call it, that's the idea. Now, a lot of people will remember this being kind of illustrated on the Karate Kid as wax on, wax off. There are two movements, okay? One is the inward movement, one is the outward movement. They happen at the same time. Of course, in that Karate Kid, he ends up applying the wax off as a downward, which they call Gedan Barai, but that's actually not the point. It's there and there. What it is just like children, okay? You end up with the fingers of your knuckles, coming eye height and back. You're again learning just the plane of movement. Start from here, out, back in. End up fist distance away from your body. Back all the way to here. Out, there, back. Two movements. 1, 2. 1, 2. Other hand. 1, 2. 1, 2. Why are we learning this? As I say, we're trying to learn that basic angle. If you imagine a 45-degree platter, that's what you're polishing or waxing, if you like. And that gives you the ability to get that angle right. A lot of people will do a combination where they turn over and they use that turn. If you rely on that turn, that's fine, it's excellent. And there are many times and many forms where you get that combination. But what we're really trying to teach here is that basic angle. It's very hard to understand angles of interception. And that's what this is all about, angles of interception. And learning that angle, it's a very fine line. We make sure he's within range. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's your second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So there's no way that I would simply deflect and do nothing. But if I had to, because I face 2 fast punches, you'll see that I already have 1, 2. Hand is already in the center line. And again, we're learning this. That's your wax on, wax off. And see how soft it is. The advantage of it is he doesn't recognize it. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. You don't want to do it on the inside necessarily, but it can be. Particularly, you can do that. There's so many options, especially if I go to the outside. You can try a double. Okay. Why is it effective? Hands are in that zone, and I am able to deflect with small movement. Small movement. Is it going to be applied that way in reality? No, it's understanding the principle. All of these things are about the principle. So I might not use any movement like that. It'll just be a small portion of it. Guard is up, that's all. But I've understood the angle of interception, just that angle. So that I can, in real life, ouch, yeah? Or, again, that's why it's hands are fingers. Because this is now, yeah? So, is it an effective technique? Not as a basic. But I'm never going to go, okay, it's already artificial. But am I going to use portions of it? Yes. Idea is just to make those angles just subtly there. And you can see 1, 2, and here, this is the part I want to go. Round. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's 1. So what you try with a partner, one side punching, other side deflecting. My turn. and do the inside one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, on your turn. And now do both. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Pause it slow time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Why would I do both hands? Because extremely powerful punches might use both hands. Might. But the truth of the matter is you're usually going to use one or the other. This is harder to get there. We practice from here in order to get it as hard as possible for practice. If I practice from here, I might get it every time. But my hand's in the wrong place, I might not. So I'm going to make it harder by doing it from a pullback. That's much closer. So that's always going to be there. So you practice with a partner, you'll find the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 is a good practice guide. 1, 2. That's it. Okay.